The big three. This is the one.
Advance is a segment where I take a less
Oh, that mic. This is the video I remember getting recommended to me yesterday. Let's watch it.
structured and humorous approach to look at any topic that crosses my mind relating to the subject of anime and manga. It contains my raw, biased opinion and is for the purpose of creating debate and/or discussion, so it shouldn't be taken too seriously. Got that? Great. Now shut up and listen.
A quick glimpse into the Western anime community
What an intro. Oh my god.
will undoubtedly reveal the popularity of
He
three
just knew. He's like, all the Dragon Ball fans are gonna be like, oh, why isn't Dragon Ball the big three? Huh? You like One Piece better than Naruto? Oh, they're just smashing their keyboard. I gotta let them know this is a joke, but it doesn't matter.
shows in particular that
Or
will
maybe it wasn't a joke. This is serious. You know what? It's funny. I honestly, I'm definitely not shutting up. And I didn't listen to what he said, so that's a good start. Let's get into it.
Shut up and listen.
A quick glimpse into the Western anime community will undoubtedly reveal the popularity of three shows in particular that will dominate the plethora of discussions, cosplays, and of course online internet flame wars in the otherwise vast world
Alright, chat. Get mad at me. Ready? One Piece, Naruto, Bleach.
anime. I am, of course, talking about the shows that have been dubbed the Big Three, or for those of you that have been living under a rock and have no idea what I mean, it's Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece.
Funny, nowadays, all that's left is the big One Piece.
Whether you love them, hate them, seen them or not, you've at least heard of them, since it's pretty much impossible to be a part of the community without having run into someone talking about them. They are the three shows that take over the traffic of every manga and anime site, the cosplayers that take over every convention, and are probably the gateway anime for fans in the West, even for those who don't know what anime even is. However, with the popularity comes a wide varied mix of opinions, with either fans praising the shit out of it, non-fans singing songs of overratedness, and everyone in between starting all-out arguments reminiscent of the fanboy fights in this generation's console war. But why is that? What could it be about these three series that allow them to gain such popularity? Why is there such a mix of opinion on all three of them? And why is it that the mere mention of them is greeted by a reaction of total disdain from non-fans? Naruto tells the ultimate underdog story of a
Man, the big three debates back in the day were nuts. We used to fucking yell at each other in Discord calls. I guess it wasn't even Discord, it was like Google Hangouts on like YouTube streams. Oh, that was so funny. Smashing our keyboards in the comments. The good old days when we had no lives.
a loud, obnoxious ninja searching for approval and trying to become the leader of his ninja village, advertising smart fights and a lot of heart in the beginning, but along the way it lost focus to a bitchy teenager trying way too hard to angst and having battles that eventually ended up like every other shonen, where it just became a competition of who could collectively pull off the most powerful landscape-reducing fart with no real thought of anything else.
Yep, that's honestly exactly what I said yesterday when reacting to Nux's Naruto video. OG Naruto, first like 90 episodes, 60 episodes, fire. And then even Pain arc is in Shippuden's pretty good, but it just kind of loses what it was, it feels like.
Bleach follows the story of a teenager thrust into the world of the Soul Reapers and the battles that happen in the afterlife, having a strong start with the Soul Society arc, which I still consider as one of the best shonen arcs out there, but afterwards could never quite...
I actually just watched it. It's still fire. It holds up. It's still unreal. It's a little slow at times, like the first 60 episodes of the series, because it's just the pacing's just so old. Like the style is just old. But oh my god, is it still fire.
Get back on track, with it just effectively repeating itself over and over again without the same flair, while always introducing characters.
But you're a YouTuber. Why would you ever change what works? If something works, you just do it over and over and over again. That's what people want. You change it and people will say it sucks.
That never actually went anywhere. One Piece focuses on the adventure.
The thing with Bleach is it was so cool when they introduced all these characters in the Soul Society. It was a small group of people infiltrating the Soul Society against these insane captains and foes. So many people that look so cool that we don't understand. This jumping into a whole new world. And it worked. But then you can't possibly develop those characters and spend time on those characters. So they're like, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to do it again and again and again.
Of a young pirate trying to become the Pirate King.
It makes sense if you don't think about it, okay?
Does a great job at building a rich world with an immense scale, but it has a very slow start, taking around 50 episodes to get good, and the rest is just a balance of some absolutely fantastic arcs, which is countered by some slow, average, and sometimes pointless arcs. Also, honestly,
all the arcs are great, even Long Ring Long Land. I am not a One Piece fanboy. Long Ring Long Land is fire in the manga. It actually, not unironically, sucks in the anime. I like it in the manga. One Piece is fire. Even the most mid arc, even the most below average arc, is better than most old. Like I would rather watch fucking Sky Island, Sky Pia again, than Demon Slayer. And I love Demon Slayer, but One Piece is. I'm actually such a fanboy. I need to stop talking. I read all of Demon Slayer. The ending sucked. What?
Matt, how good you are.
Who said that? Who said that? Who the fuck said that, bro? Who's talking shit about Demon Slayer? Not me. I wouldn't do that. Also, Attack on Titan ending. Manga, that is. Anime's fire right now. Anime's peak for Attack on Titan. But that ending, though.
You shouldn't have to use up to 500 episodes to tell a coherent story with an ending.
No! I want more episodes. Thousands. Let's hit 2,000 episodes. Never stop this amazing series, okay?
Still nowhere in sight. And the anime, for all of them, with no exception, suffer from a lot of filler. All these shows are not
True.
bad by any
Facts.
stretch of the imagination, but they are far from perfect and have plenty of competition in the same genre. So it begs the question of how 3 noticeably flawed shows garnered such popularity above all others. Well, the first answer is simple, since it's universally true that just because something is popular, it doesn't.
Oh man, I really upset this dude. This guy came back that I banned before. Briggs' mom left him to slap him. Donate 100 subs and you don't get banned. You have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Never mind, you're banned. Get fucked.
Doesn't mean that it's necessarily good. Twat! But in terms of becoming popular, these 3 had everything going for them. Besides all 3 of them being extremely marketable by having the perfect balance of either pirates, ninjas, or soul reapers, which are just basically
Yeah.
death god samurais, they have their lengths. As much as
I'm trying to think, like, I don't want to simplify the series, but like for me, one thing I loved about Bleach is just everything was just so cool. Everything from like the style, the music, the fights, their attacks. Fucking when Byakuya used his Bonkai for the first time and turned his sword over and just said Bonkai. It just fucking like sinks into the ground. I lost my mind. I'll never forget that moment. He goes to rescue Rukia. His theme song's playing. He's spinning his fucking sword. It's so freaking cool. Bleach, cool. Naruto. It was like, it felt like an amazing underdog story, even from like a social perspective, trying to get accepted. It was sad at times. You fell in love with the characters. There was strategy in the fights. And then like I could think of how and like what I love about Bleach and Naruto. But then One Piece comes along, and it's just everything from the lovable characters to the amazing world building to I can't think of anything else right now. To how everything's fucking moving in the world, not just our main boys. Okay, we'll continue. I'll continue.
I find that length of downfall in storytelling, it can do nothing but help with their popularities, which are just basically death god samurais, they have their lengths. As much as I find that length of downfall in storytelling, it can do nothing but help with their popularity, since as popular as Death Note, Code Geass, and Gurren Lagann were back a few years ago, they are a lot less talked about now because, well, they've ended. With the seemingly never-ending stories of the big 3, there's always something new to discuss, something new to watch, something to keep fans coming back. And since they've been going on for years now, those are just more years for new people to discover them, allowing their popularity to grow over time even when shorter anime may have better stories. And that's the thing, when I started getting interested into anime, there was no big 3. Naruto was the breakout hit, being dubbed as the possible next-gen Dragon Ball Z, Bleach's popularity was still rising while it became the hip alternative to Naruto, and One Piece was still recovering from the damage caused by a horrendously bad 4Kids dub. Their popularity has only grown over time, and this never would have happened if they had already ended. Which brings me to my second reason why they are popular. Luck. While anime was still growing in the West, people looked to Japan as a test of what to watch, and besides from One Piece, which was always mega popular, Naruto and Bleach were just becoming the next big thing. They just happened to be the most talked about and spotlighted shows at the beginning of an internet-fueled anime boom that started in the early 2000s, allowing all of them to be at the forefront for gateway shows into the shonen genre, which for anime is the most popular, the most talked about, and the easiest introduction for anyone into anime. Their popularity on the internet opened them up to TV broadcasts, which
So the timing was perfect. I guess that makes sense. Although it's funny, we make fun of these shows because they do have a lot of flaws. But when I go back to reread them or rewatch them for podcasts and stuff, I remember them. Like, it makes sense that they got this big. Like, there is some amazing moments and some great writing in all of them. It was luck, but it was also, like, quality as well. And quantity. Quantity was a good point as well, that he said that they just kept on airing, so people kept on getting fans. So, I mean, in the beginning, You know, there's definitely quality to all three series. Maybe different than the quality we see today, like the more polished, faster paced shonen that we see today. But there was something that all three of these had that made them special, and I think made them take off.
In other words, for the West at least, they were at the right place at the right time, which is why in Japan there isn't even a big three to talk about. In terms of popularity, it's pretty much just One Piece miles on top than every other shonen.
That's how it should be, baby. Woo, yeah.
And way below it. So for people wondering about their popularity, well, there's always going to be something popular. If it wasn't these three shows, it would have been something else, and when they end, something similar is very likely to take over. Either way, with the popularity came the fandom.
Did something similar take over? I feel like it didn't, because a new model like MHA and Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen and Black Clover, there was... Bro has ads like every 10 seconds trying to make an extra 10p to spend at McDonald's. Of course, I can tell with the headset from Wish.com. Go find your two dads. Dude, this guy... You must have, like, you have nothing better to do with your life. I've been live for 51 minutes. You've been here since the beginning, just over and over making new accounts to spam something that's low-key kind of funny, so I don't mind it. Just keep on doing it. Honestly, it's free content. This is entertaining as hell. Thank you so much. Literally working for free. And every time you do that, since you're not subscribed, you watch another ad, which gives me more money. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much for helping me out. I appreciate you, man. Gotta love your fans. Am I right, boys? Yeah, chat. I know chat doesn't see the restricted comments. What was I saying? I feel like obviously new amazing shonen did take their place, but not in the same way. Cause it's very rare that we see like a long-running weekly shonen nowadays. I guess Dragon Ball Super did it for a little bit. Maybe Black Clover for a bit. Is Black Clover still airing weekly? Because for the most part, the most popular shonen are higher quality. I feel like we demand a little bit higher quality from our shonen nowadays. Like, I don't think anything replaced it in the same way. Like, even Chainsaw Man, it's about to come out. I'm sure it'll be like a 12 to 24 episode season, super high quality. And then it'll go on break for a bit, you know, to maintain that quality. It's really only One Piece right now, and maybe Black Clover a little bit, that's like maintain the old model. You know why? You know what One Piece said? One Piece came into chat and said, I'm not fucking leaving. And just kept on pumping out content. I like One Piece more now than I did a decade ago. Who would have thought?
And with that,
Me.
a shitstorm of childish arguments and comments from anyone saying anything negative about either show or just even comparing them. To the point where if I were just to say something along the lines of One Piece is my favourite out of the big three, I'm pretty sure that sentence alone is enough to spark a plethora of dislikes and childish arguments in the comments section from people completely missing the point. But I guess that's what I just did.
Yeah.
Yes, if there's one stigma that comes from mentioning
I
this
would've did that
alone, it's
again.
enough to fandom. And with that,
Hey, Soul, thanks for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you.
a shitstorm of childish arguments and comments from anyone saying anything negative about either show or just even comparing them. To the point where if I were just to say something along the lines of One Piece is my favourite out of the big three,
Let's
I'm
fucking
pretty
go based take, bro. What up, Rustich? How you doing, buddy?
sure that sentence alone is enough to spark a plethora of dislikes and childish arguments in the comments section from people completely
Yo, Briggs, fuck. It's a good introduction. Yes, sir. I'm good, bro. I'm in. I was the one who asked, I thought. Or maybe that was for something else. Yeah, I'm good. For 7 p.m., right? Dude, I can't believe the new video I uploaded is still fucking checking restrictions and not monetized. This is gonna kill the video's life. Oh well. Why did you guys message in chat? My apologies if I didn't answer. Oh, today's Tuesday, man. We were supposed to do One Piece podcast today. I kind of just forgot about that. Whoops. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, One Piece Virgin. We were supposed to do it today. We just didn't do it. We're good, though. We never do it that late.
missing the point. But I guess that's what
I have
get.
never missed the point of something someone said. You mentioned One Piece. Even if you said something positive, I will go on a 20-minute rant.
He made Onigiri eat a shoe. He's a bad man.
Onigiri ate the fucking croc? They're edible. Rustage was telling me. Did she do it? That's amazing. Anyway, I was just saying I could go on a 20-minute rant about One Piece based off something you said completely out of context. That's amazing, dude.
Just did. Yes, if there's one stigma
I should have drove over and took a bite.
that comes from mentioning the big three, it's undoubtedly the fan reaction that comes from whatever you say about them. If it's not a flood of general abuse, it's something along the lines of, well, my character can beat up your character, or this...
Actually, Goku is stronger than every character in all 3 series combined. So don't even talk about power scaling in front of me, okay? Langert, gifting Rustage a sub. You love to see it. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Soul. Thank you, Langert, and thank you, Jimbies, for the bits. What was I saying? Have I seen the Whitebeard memes? I've seen some. They're funny as hell. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, Onigiri lives like literally like 2-minute drive from my house. Maybe more, maybe less.
story is so much more deep and better, or that one fight scene is so much more epic than your fight scene. Which, judging from its target audience of teens, may be reasonable, but why limit it to 3 shows? I could never understand the hatred between fans when it came to the 3 series. With something like the console wars, there were only ever 3 consoles to choose from. Yes, I know there's PCs as well, but shut the fuck up, I'm trying to make a point here. So you have to justify your choice of spending hundreds of dollars on choosing one of the consoles. But with the big 3, there are literally thousands of other anime to choose from, all in different shapes and sizes. In the end, this fan attitude is the cause of pretty much every non-fan holding a somewhat negative opinion of the big 3. So much so that they even have their own names. Tards. But one thing...
Yeah, the community is bad, especially when all 3 were airing. Oh my god, we were at each other's throats.
I've noticed in the countless debates...
I would talk so much shit about series that I liked. Like, I like Bleach and Naruto, but you dare say something... You dare say something negative about One Piece? Well, your show sucks.
Flame wars, the countless rants, is that they have
my
less
God.
to do with how
we were so immature. It's hilarious.
good the shows actually are, and more to do with the fan base either finding the need to flame someone for liking a different one of the big 3, or blindly declaring that their one is the best show.
Mine is the best. I never watched One Piece because it's ugly and long, but Naruto's better than both of them combined.
And I can only conclude that this problem stems from a limited knowledge of the general world of anime. So if there was a general point to this rant, I guess it's just a message to the big 3 fandom. I am not saying that the 3 shows are bad. In fact, there are some amazing moments in them, but everything they've achieved in the hundreds of episodes or chapters they have has been done elsewhere and mostly in a much shorter time period. The underdog story in Naruto may be good, but have you tried Hajime no Ippo, which has some of the most intense fight scenes I've ever seen, and it's an anime about fucking boxing.
Literally my favorite fights in anime are in Hajime no Ippo.
Dropping sword battles in Fate Zero are better than anything Bleach could ever achieve.
Takamura versus anyone. What's up, Mom? Yeah, I'm here. Wait. Mama Briggs! Come back. I'm going to the gym at 4:30. Actually, I could probably get picked up, though. I don't know. Just take the truck. Just take the truck. Thank you.
In its dreams, and if you're just talking about scale, Gurren Lagann trumps One Piece just on the sheer size of things while having the same feeling of epicness in a mere 27 episodes. In terms of underrated shonen manga, Siren has a more interesting concept and plots while managing to tell its story and end without deviating from the tone set in early chapters. And there are literally thousands of other stuff out there that you can find at the touch of your fucking fingertips. The fact that these 3 are popular doesn't bother me nearly as much as the fandom, since their popularity is the gateway for so many anime fans of this generation.
It's true. I feel like, I guess nowadays...
One Piece is by far the best of the 3, but early Naruto hits right in the feels, but I will say Bleach has the best fight scenes of the 3.
Yeah, they all have something special going for it, for sure. There's a reason why they became so popular. One Piece is my favorite. I think it's the most consistent. And I think it has a lot of the themes or a lot of the things that I like in anime. But you know, Bleach is super cool, and I've complimented throughout this video. And Naruto has one of the best starts. And those first 60 episodes hit different, for sure. What was I saying? I was saying something. Now I can't remember. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people from the other from like my generation, they started with like a little bit of Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball, And then once they got a little bit older, they watched maybe they watched a little bit of Naruto and One Piece on TV. Still didn't know what anime was, but you knew you liked it. And then slowly you start to learn more about this shit, and you start like binging these anime. And then you watch Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. At least that's what I did. And I'm like, this is anime, crazy. And then I'm like, what else is good anime? And then I start watching, like Fullmetal Alchemist, Death Note, Code Geass, Langer. Watch Code Geass. Fucking do it already. Naruto Shippuden episode 1 is the best anime, period. Right, guys? Right?
And if there's one thing we can all agree on, increasing the popularity of anime is always a good thing. So where does the big three stand now? Well, the Bleach and Naruto manga are slowly coming to a close, with the Bleach anime already ended, and One Piece is still going strong with a story predicted to be concluded within the next 10 million years or so.
Let's go!
While other shonen are
One Piece fans, we're never fucking leaving.
Slowly gaining notice and waiting to take over when their popularity ends. So whether it be the next Fairy Tail Shippuden or Toriko Ball Z, there will always be a show or several shows that hog the limelight, and whatever shows they may be, I'm sure it's inevitable that they will share the same love, hate and passion that have been given by this generation's anime fans towards the big three. So I'm asking you guys now, what do you think of the big three, its popularity and its fans? Leave a comment or video response for your chance to get featured in my
Video
next rant.
responses. You remember video responses?
Please don't start arguing over which one's the best, since I have a part
One Piece. One Piece is the best. That's right.
This rant coming out very soon.
One Piece.
My full opinion of
One Piece.
all three shows where you can do just that. Anyway, that's it for me now, but with your responses to my last rant video, should more anime come back to TV?
Now that Toonami is back on the air, it is important.
Should I watch Kenichi when I finish Code Geass or before? Just watch Kenichi, bro. Fuck Code Geass. I'm so all over the place today. My brain is just getting pulled in 10 billion directions. I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And let's go ahead and watch Demolition D. One of my favorite OG anime content creators. Hasn't uploaded in 2 years.